The beginning. My name is Julio Santana. I was born in Porto Franco, Marañón, in a humble family. Early on, I learned the value of hard work, helping my father in fishing and agriculture. At 17, my life took an unexpected course. My uncle Cicero, a respected policeman in the city, invited me to live with him and learn a craft. I believed it would have a chance to improve life. Upon city, I realized that the work my uncle offered was not exactly what I imagined. He revealed to me that besides being a police, he acted as a rent killer. I was shocked, but the promise of easy money and a better life seduced me. My first service was to eliminate a man who, according to my uncle, was a threat to the community. Reluctant, I accepted. After the murder, my uncle taught me to pray 10 Hail Marys and 20 Us, a ritual that would become constant in my life. So my career began as a rent killer. Each death was recorded in a notebook, where it wrote details such as the name of the victim, the principal, and the amount received. Despite my facade of religious man and dedicated to the family, he hid a dark secret over time. I became known in the middle. I was hired to eliminate various targets, men, women, and even minors. Among my victims were guerrilla Maria Lucia Petit and the native unionist of the Nativity during the military regime. I worked mainly in the Araguaia region, serving as a guide to the army in hunting for communists. Each death was registered in my notebook, where I noted details such as the victim's name and the reason for the murder. Despite my facade of religious man and dedicated to the family, he hid a dark secret. I was arrested only once, and after bribing the delegate with a motorcycle, I was released the next day. Police have never been a hindrance to my career. During one of my works, I met Maria, a strong and determined woman. We fell in love and got married. We had a child, and I did my best to keep my double life secret. I left home every day using a uniform gift from one of my uncle's friends who he said was the best way to go unnoticed. You go out and get in your uniform every day, and nobody realizes anything, Cicero said. Over the years, the weight of the deaths began to affect me. Despite treating the work more naturally, the conflict internal about right and wrong never ceased to exist. Praying after each murder was an attempt to relieve guilt, but prayers no longer brought the same comfort. Up cinema, my wife, Maria, began to suspect my activities. One day, after a poorly executed murder, I was arrested. Mary managed to break me free through the delegate, but did not forgive my lie. We move away, and I promised to get a decent job. However, I had relapses, and because of the lack of money, Maria agreed to improve her life until the day we suffered a tragic family shake. Hollywood blog Melon favor Christian faith has always been an important part of my life. After each murder, he prayed for the victims, asking for forgiveness to God. The constant presence of images with running water symbolized my search for purification of my sins. Despite my attempted redemption, the weight of the 492 deaths still haunts me. In 2006, at the age of 52, I decided to abandon the life of crimes. My wife, when discovering my true occupation, threatened to leave me. Converted to evangelical Christianity, I moved to a small rural property in Tocantins, where I started to raise chickens and pigs. Despite my attempt at redemption, the weight of the 492 deaths still haunts me. I pray daily, asking for forgiveness to God, hoping that He can grant me the peace I seek so much. Today, I live far from the spotlight, trying to find redemption in a simple and honest life. My story was told in the book, The Name of Death, written by journalist Clesta Cavalcanti and adapted for cinema in 2018. The film portrays my trajectory faithfully, showing the moral dilemmas and the social problems I faced. Although it has never been tried or convicted, I carry the weight of each of these deaths. This is my confession, a sincere account of how a young man from the countryside has become one of the most lethal killers in the country.